Jambo! Hello fam! Welcome back to African Tales and Beyond. Have you ever wondered where the Luo community originated from? How they ended up being a community in Kenya? Well, before they arrived in Kenya, the Luo lived further north near the great river Nile in the region of present-day Sudan. They were a proud Nilotic people, tall, graceful, and deeply connected to cattle, community, music, and water. Life flowed like a song there, guided by tradition and the wisdom of elders. But with time, the land changed and a calling rose in their hearts, a call to journey south in search of new pastures, new homes, and a future written by destiny. And leading them was a wise and respected ancestor, Ramogi Ajok. So gather close, listen carefully, and let us journey together into the beginning of the Luo people. Before Kenya was Kenya, before maps and borders drew lines across the land, there was only earth, sky, wind, and journey. And in that ancient time, near the flowing life of the great river Nile, lived a people full of pride, dignity, melody, and deep spirit, the Luo. Their story begins with a great ancestor, Ramogi Ajok. Ramogi was not simply a leader. He was a man whose presence felt like the rising sun, warm, commanding, full of hope. His people listened when he spoke, not because they were ruled, but because they trusted him with their hearts. But one night, under a sky full of stars, Ramogi felt something stir in his spirit, an ancient calling, soft but powerful. It was the voice of destiny, whispering that their future lay far away, beyond the lands they had always known. The land of true abundance lay south. And so, the journey began. The Luo did not walk silently, no. They moved like a song across the earth. Drums beat as they packed their cattle. Mothers tied children to their backs. Young men walked with spears at their sides. Elders prayed, keeping memories alive in chants and proverbs. And the people marched, step after step, through grasslands, rivers, mountains, and endless sky. Some nights they laughed around fires, telling stories that made their hearts warm. Some nights they cried, for the journey was long, and the unknown can be frightening. But still they continued. Because Ramogi lifted their spirits, he reminded them, a people who walk together cannot be broken. Then one morning, as the sun rose in a golden haze, they saw it. A great shining mirror of sky and water stretched before them, vast, glittering, teeming with life. Lolwe, the lake of dreams, the lake of life. The people wept with relief, joy, and awe. They knew, deep in their bones, this was home. They built their homesteads by the lake shore. They learned the rhythms of the water and wind. They became fishermen, gliding through the waves. They became herders, watching cattle graze under the open sky. They became musicians and poets, their voices rising like the wind over the lake. And they never forgot who they were. They passed down stories and wisdom. They honored elders, the living libraries of their history. They sang with the nyatiti, their sacred harp, letting music speak where words could not. They named children by the moment of their birth, weaving identity into time itself. And even now, today, whether in the heart of Kisumu, the shores of Homa Bay, the fields of Siaya, the cities of Nairobi, or across oceans in the diaspora, the Luo spirit shines, bold, expressive, proud, carrying laughter like drums, grief like deep waters, love like the warmth of evening fire. They are the people of the lake. Their journey was long, but their identity is eternal, and their story continues to flow, just like the waters of Lolwe.